All right. The next one was a manufacturing career something you always dreamed about or something that just fortunately kind of happened? And what was the turning point? So, Haley, go ahead.
I feel like I repeat this story so much in almost every like podcast I do, but no, this was not a career I imagined or dreamed of at all in any way. Definitely got here on complete accident. Um, as you two know, I've worked at a small shop, didn't see much growth, came to IQ. And I think the turning point for me was honestly IMTS in, oh God, when was that? 2021, 2022. 2022. That was the turning point because that was the first trade show I'd ever been to. It was huge. I met so many people, got a lot of great opportunities from it. And then after that, my company was like, we need to keep doing this. We need to keep like going to these shows and networking, and we're getting marketing content out of it. So I think that was the biggest turning point, was seeing that that growth was available here in this space, and that I work for a company that's willing to let me do that. So definitely think that's the turning point. And I would not. I want to stay in manufacturing. So I didn't dream of being here, but now I can't imagine what life would be like without
Whoop, whoop. Rachel, let's
Woo!
hear it, girl.
Yeah. Oh man. No, absolutely not. We've talked about this, Shay. I absolutely did not ever think I would land in manufacturing working with my husband at the shop, even though we laughed about it and joked about it for years. I loved working in retail. I love working in cosmetics. I love being a trainer, which was my last position within that field. But no, but the turning point was when I was like, all right, let's do it. I'll give it a shot. We'll get in there. But the turning point was just me getting in there, and big up to Luke. Like he just took training me like full on. He was just like, we're just gonna start here, do these little things, and then we'll just work up, see what you can do. And his real focus was always like, what do I need to be taken off my plate, here at the shop to help me, be able to really focus on the machining aspect, the RFQs and whatnot. I want Rachel to run some machines so that can take me, keep me at the computers for a little bit longer. I need her to just do organizing, cleaning, because he doesn't have time for that, you know. And then marketing, like he would do some LinkedIn because he's had LinkedIn for a long time, but he's like, I can't balance all of that, and his parents are very very part time, so he was pretty much running everything on his own. So when I stepped in there, the turning point, seeing him like have like almost this like relief of like, oh, I have some help, and then for him having like faith in me, like I know you can do this. Get it, you're on the lathe, babe. That was the whole thing. So yeah, the turning point was like, wow, I can do this. This is actually kind of fun. Like, oh wow, look what came out of this, piece of scrap metal. Look what came out of this machine. Like so, seeing the relief on my husband's face was amazing, and then us being able to work on something together, same vision, same focus. I mean, yeah, a little scary. All eggs are in one basket now. We don't have dual incomes, but for us to work on something together is very, very fun. I would never go back. 9 to 5 is couldn't do it.
Great, great stories. And I think it kind of just shows everybody that you don't have to want to be in manufacturing to eventually end up in finding a career here. I was the same way. I grew up, I feel like I've kind of told this story quite a bit too, but grew up wanting to be an attorney. I was dead set on that. I had a major life altering injury that one day I'll probably make a whole separate video so people actually kind of know what happened. Pain constantly all the time. And if you want to go to law school, you got to pass the LSAT, or not pass, but you got to get a good enough score on the LSAT exam to get accepted in. I couldn't even sit down for 30 minutes to study because of the pain and the struggle that I was going through physically. And it was kind of my dad's knowledge and my mom that said, what about manufacturing? And most of you guys know the HEH group is owned by my dad Willie and his two partners Bob and Jim Haggerty. And so he's been in manufacturing his whole life. My grandpa, my great grandpa, and my dad talked to me about it, brought me in. I talked with our boss, our marketing manager, and just seemed like a really good fit. I fell in love with it. I remember the first time I saw a robot move and a machine cut, and I was like sucked right in. So by accident as well slash influence, but definitely wouldn't change it for the world. And I see myself in manufacturing until I probably cannot walk anymore, and I can't physically get my own self out of my bed.